Alright everybody, I hope I'm audible right now, and let's first of all make sure whether I'm actually audible or not, and then I hope I'm audible. Definitely I'm audible. Let's continue from here on. So what's gonna be today's focus? The thing is that 10 days ago or 15 days ago, I must say, I had been actually going through many things, and going through many things in the sense there was the plan of making a clone of WhatsApp. Having said that, there's one problem in this particular case, that I do have this plan, but when I actually start working on this WhatsApp clone, at that time I'm gonna be stuck with one thing, and that is WebRTC. That is something that I'm already learning, so this is gonna be something I will be building sooner or later, but for now I better just simply skip it. So self project passport chat app, or I must say this is gonna be WhatsApp clone. I can easily build the chat application, but when it using WebSocket, but when it comes to building an application where you are actually focusing on video calling and all, at that time you do need to have the knowledge of WebRTC and all, and that's what I'm focusing on. So once I've actually learned that, then I will work on this particular thing. As for now, turbo repo setup was done, don't really need to worry about it. Learn about passport in WebRTC. I have already learned about passport, WebRTC is remaining, so I'm just gonna be writing WebRTC here. Passport section is almost done. Passport using store, you can just simply save the cookies and all. This is even we have done. I mean, when we are using sessions, especially if we are using the store, that means we are using sessions. Session automatically creates the cookies and sets it on the client side, like in the browser, so we don't really need to worry about it. So overall, we do have the idea about this thing as well, so we don't really need to worry about it. Apart from this thing, there is something called Google Auth, Facebook Auth, and GitHub Auth and all. So these things we will be exploring when we actually go through this particular project. As for passport, right now almost most of the things are already done. So passport.js, and if I actually go through the documentation right now, most of the things are just mentioned here already, so I don't really need to worry about them. Having said that, in case if I get stuck with this particular thing in future, so kind of the documentation is already here, and if I'm getting stuck with this particular thing, so I already have the code saved in my notes. So later in the future I can just come here and simply go through that particular course like section, but let me make sure that I already have that thing or not. And because right now I will the thing is that I have to focus on less thing at a time even if I can manage many things. The thing is that like just right now happened in previous 10 days, it's been quite hard for me to be live continuously, so I've been just focusing on WebRTC section on a regular basis. So it's like I haven't been able to focus on all the things. So this simply means that max 2 or 3 things at a time. Just focus on those, don't focus on a lot of things, otherwise it's gonna be kind of hard to just cover all of them in one go. By the way, when it comes to this authentication part, so I'm supposed to be having the code, credentials, Google Auth, connected EV, and I should be having the whole bit. I think this is the code. Oh yeah, this is the code that I'm actually looking for. So I'm just simply serializing and deserializing the data, and this is how things are actually getting done. So in future I can use a passport anytime, and if I get stuck, I can come back here and just simply go through the things. It's better to dig deeper into that when we are actually working with the project. Overall basic knowledge we have, even we have got the basic project done. It's not like we haven't done on or on. Even I remade the project, if you remembered that. I don't know whether you remembered or not, but I actually remade the project. So a kind of front end was already provided. I had to just simply work on the auth related part, and I did that. And so this particular next auth, better auth tutorial, recycle bin, let's forget about this. As for this better auth tutorial, this was again the backend logic was written by me, so I will be re-explaining everything today here. And overall things are done, so I don't really need to worry about them. Let's simply delete these things. Let's simply go through this code. And over here, self project passport WebRTC. So self project passport, that's fine. Make, okay, I have to make that, and this is gonna be the first priority in that. Just like this. So I'm simply learning about WebRTC right now. Once it is complete, once WebRTC is completed, at that time I will try to make something like Zoom project or something. So Zoom project, at least I already have the videos of that, so I will be making that. And once that's actually ready, after that I will start working on the WhatsApp clone. So this is the overall planning right now, but let's see what's gonna happen in the future. As for the WebSocket server, HTTP server, Next.js, and especially when it comes to this Zoom project, I can actually add lots of functionality in this particular section. So yeah, this is gonna be pretty much interesting. HTTP server, Next, Turbo.js, Shahed, Tailwind, CSS, React, query, hooks, actions, state, HTTP, WS. Okay, overall things are fine. Then I was going through this DevOps section. Unfortunately, I actually got stuck once with the deployment section, and I just stopped then and there. Mainly because the deployment wasn't done the right way. I was unable to deploy the things the right way, and I just stopped it. I don't know that was the right decision or not, because since then I have never been able to just come back to that particular topic again. So if I actually try this thing particular out right now, web dev, and I stopped actually here, Docker compose and deployment, 27th number week. And the main problem was that the deployment, I was using Docker container, and kind of I was trying to deploy that, and then I faced some of the issues, and I happened to be there only. Not after that I couldn't really do anything. And then in one of the projects I did use bun. So bun init install prisma types. This is something interesting. Bun install prisma client, bun next. Okay, so if you are actually using bun, so this is how the commands actually are run inside that. And github.sha. Development, you will be uploading it on GitHub. Then from the GitHub, there's gonna be Ubuntu machine, and it will be built on that, and then it will be actually deployed to the virtual machine and Docker Hub. So overall things are clear. It's not like things are not clear, but the thing is that I'm still confused with the deployment section, and that is something I need to just get done. And once I actually got stuck with that, so I started working on this extra stuff, and then I thought of working with this Paytm project, but okay, this never got done. And I did learn about how to deploy a front end to AWS using S3 storage. If I actually go to AWS right now, let's see what's happening even there. And what was the ID of mine? I've even forgotten the ID. I think that was one audiobook, if I'm not wrong. Okay, let's go to the sign into console. I hope I will be able to get that. Many things are missing, but never mind. So ultimately today I wanted to just clear everything, wanted to just focus on few things and getting them done as soon as possible, instead of focusing on many. It's not like I cannot do them, but when I do them, and if something gets hard, or it's not possible for me to just be live, that simply means those things are gone. Okay, so let's simply add the ID, one audio book 1@gmail.com. I hope this is the right one. I'm not even sure about the password, but let's see. Oh, this is gonna be wrong. There's high possibility of this thing. Alrighty, one audiobook one, and password. Use your security key with AWS. Security key, literally. Yeah, can't do it. That's right. It looks like you cancelled the passkey authentication process. The thing is that I lost the access of this particular account, and this has been mine, but Amazon does ask for connected number, and unfortunately I entered the wrong number, and because of that thing I cannot even log in. And as for logging out, I mean disconnecting the payment method, I have already done that, so I don't need to worry about it. Okay, the next thing is this. Let's try this one. I hope it will work. Alrighty, your account is protected with multi-factor authentication. I need to enter that, and I hope I will get that. Alrighty, so authenticator. I hope this is gonna be the right one. Because apart from this particular thing, I don't really have any code. Oh, okay, that's wrong. Authentication failed. Fine. This is what happens. Like, I did know that how to access it, but it's been long time and I've forgotten. Amazing. Let's see what's gonna happen. It's still asking for that. Okay, your account is protected, fine. And I must have used this if I'm not wrong. That's insane. Let's click on the forgot password and see whether I'm gonna be able to do that or not. Type character session. Okay, so instruction have been sent to the email associated with this account. This should have been right, but this is not right. Let me try one more time. That's gonna be is this the one? I'm not even sure. MF code. I may have entered it or not. Don't know. This is wrong. Let's check it. Great job, Pipendra. You lost that. Quoting the code to 9. The main reason of not giving this live any title, just web development, I knew something would definitely happen, something like this or the other, and I will not be able to go through the things really well. But okay, here we have password reset. Let's do that first of all. It will definitely ask for the some kind of identity. We received a request to reset password. What am I supposed to give it? Or it will simply let me join in. So yeah, I was just simply saying that it will ask for the identity confirmation, something or the other, but for that, don't know what's gonna happen. Okay, this is insane. Let's simply enter the password. Passwords do not match. Interesting. Then let's sign in right now and let's see what's gonna happen. I think even if the password is right, it will still give me the same MFA related issue. But let's see. Don't have an account, sign in. Wow, your account is protected. Why did I even do this? AWS multi-factor authentication. Okay. Passkey security virtual authenticator application. So I must have used virtual. So why don't I have that here? Let's try it one more time. I do have like codes, but they are not for this one if I'm not wrong. Sorry. Where was I supposed to be? In here. Let's see what happens. Please just work. Please will not work here. Your right identity and MFA code will work. I've got another one and it is not able to. Wow, it worked. Okay, so the last time password was wrong. At least I remember this much. And as for the credits, I have 186. That's fine. And kind of I have enough credits. That simply means I can go with the things. Pretty interesting stuff. So this particular thing is great. And apart from this particular thing, this issue, do stand, don't need to worry about this development. I'm gonna be just keeping this particular section, I hope, right now, though I'm not sure whether I'm gonna be learning how to deploy the right way or not, but I will definitely, first of all, I wanna complete the course, and if I don't complete the course, that's gonna be crazy. So let's see how that's gonna be going on. So even if there are few things like I don't know proper deployment, I will continue with the current course where I was just simply learning the stuff about horizontal scaling and vertical scaling, and I hope I will cover it well. Let's see what's gonna happen. So debug section, this particular section, true feedback app that actually created an Paytm project that I have to work on. I'm gonna be skipping them for now. Hope this decision is gonna be right. Debug section, from tomorrow onwards I'll be learning it for 3 hours or something, and deployment, that's it. Just continue with the course. And next, yes, better auth is almost done, so I don't really need to worry about better auth. Even we have worked quite a lot with the projects too. So let me explain the code that I have here, and if I can explain the code, whatever I have written, that simply means I know better auth. Otherwise I don't know. As simple as that. And just a sec, why am I facing this issue here? And am I only, what am I sharing right now? Oh sorry, maybe I haven't been sharing my entire screen, I don't know, could be. But there's something wrong with this network related thing. What's wrong with this? Even my browser is misbehaving, is that so? Yeah, rendering the things. It turns out that it is not like that, so I can just simply continue. So let's simply go through this code. If I explain it, if I can explain everything properly, that simply means I know better auth, and that simply means I don't need to, I can just simply continue with this. If I get stuck while explaining the things, that simply means I need to come back and learn better auth properly, but I'm damn sure I will be able to explain. So when it comes to better auth, so I mean most of the configuration file you just get from the better auth side itself. So if you go through the documentation, so if you just search better auth here, better auth is kind of easy to use. Even if you wanna use that in any project, the documentation just simply guides you with everything. So if I just simply click on introduction, installation, you have to just simply install better auth, and you have to just simply go with the project and next better auth, and they are just simply telling that these are the files that you need to have and all. So don't worry about it. Let's continue from here on. So we have anything important? ts config, not really. Prisma config, there was something extra that I had to cover here. That could be prisma config.ts, not really, this cannot be the one. And one more thing I'd better do. Okay, let's forget about doing that. Post CSS config, not really, not this one as well. I think this is the one. So these are the two things that I wanted to just talk about over here. Like whenever you wanna use any kind of image, you are rendering some image, and the URL is actually coming from either from Google or from GitHub. So you will have to, or you need to just add these kind of remote patterns protocols here, and once they are added, the error is going to be gone. And this experimental auth interrupt simply means that what can I say, if you wanna use unauthorized or forbidden just kind of methods, and those methods are gonna be just simply rendering your unauthorized page or forbidden page. In that particular situation, you have to just enable it, and once it is enabled, it will be done, right? You will be able to just use that particular thing, as simple as that. Apart from this particular thing, I don't really need to worry about anything and all. And let's continue from here on. So first of all, we have lib. This is gonna be the one of the most important part here, and inside lib I have my auth.ts. Forget about these errors because I don't have my node file here, that is why I'm getting them. So if I just simply say one thing, pm not pm and npm install should be fine to just simply install everything, so that I don't really get any errors, so it will be gone. And first of all, you are just simply, what we are doing, first of all, we are simply telling it that we are going to be using a Prisma provider. Why am I even discussing this? But let's simply go through it really quick. And this is the client that I'm providing over here. And when it comes to the client, so inside this you can get it. So adopt Prisma here, the Prisma client I have, I'm simply exporting that Prisma client from here. That simply means that again, how am I creating the Prisma client? Go to the documentation of Prisma, and over here inside auth.ts, I'm simply giving it the Prisma client and setting the provider as well, like PostgreSQL is gonna be the provider. That's it. Then some of the social providers I'm using. Having said that, if you are not using any social provider, just this much is gonna be kind of enough, and you will have to provide email and password. If you don't say email and password, that simply means you will not be able to use that. So if you wanna use email and password authentication, then you will have to enable it and all. Okay, if you want to use social providers, so you will have to go with the social ones. You will have to provide the IDs and all. That's it, nothing else, right? And then if you wanna use the email and password, we are just simply enabling it over here. Meanwhile, if you want to send any kind of a reset password, if you are using email and password, and if you wanna reset the password at that time, if you wanna send any email, then this is how you can just send the email, send a reset password email, and send email, and these are the things. That's fine. This URL will be given by that better auth itself. So once you click on the URL, you will be redirected and all. So overall things are done. And then we have email verification. As for this particular thing, there is a method on from the better auth side itself. Just use that particular method, and when that method is called, this particular function that you have created will automatically be triggered. Email verification, it's fine, and quite a lot that I have mentioned over here. And turns out I don't really need to just go through each and everything right now. Whenever needed, I can just simply come back here and simply go through the stuff. Just wanted to have a quick look. If I understand everything, that simply means I don't have to worry about it. Send email, get session, will simply give me the session. It is even cached, that's fine. Prisma TS fine. Utilities, what do I have inside this? This got automatically created. Validation, no need to worry about it. Okay, so inside lib, almost everything's understandable. Generated file we have here, and then we have UI related stuff, icons, and then loading button, mode, password input, user avatar, user drop down, fine. And nothing special is here inside components, especially because when it comes to any one of these things, either you are just simply passing the user as a prop, or yeah, there's only one thing, you are just simply passing the things as a prop. You are not really using sessions directly inside these ones, and that's what I said. Alrighty, so let's simply skip them. Inside assets, no need to worry about it. Main thing is here, and first of all, that's gonna be the unauthorized page. This will be rendered whenever you actually call unauthorized method that I was talking about. Similarly, we have forbidden here. Again, this will be called directly, and then we have a layout.tsx here. First of all, even you are just using theme provider. Again, this theme provider comes from Next.js. You can just simply learn more about it, and this mainly comes from, come on, I should be able to get it at the top. It comes from the Next theme, and you can just simply use that. That is also fine. And overall things are done. Layout, loading, that's fine. Page.tsx, and we are just simply rendering everything. The important thing could be here, like it cannot be here. It is just the home page. It can be render directly. And then we have API again. This is from the Betterauth side itself. And then we have these two things. All three related things are gonna be inside this. So we are just simply signing up, and before even signing up, we are making sure that the user is not logged in. And if the user is actually logged in and user does exist, I'm gonna be redirecting to the dashboard page, and that's it. Then I'm signing up, I'm signing in, I'm resetting the password, forgetting the password. Again, how these things are done, what kinds of methods I'm gonna be using. Pretty simple stuff. Just go through the website, this documentation, click on authentication, go to email and password, and here you have sign up, you have sign in, you have sign out, you have email verification, you have require email verification, triggering, request password reset, update, configuration, etc. Right? So it's like they have given the example already. You have to just simply copy and paste and done. So that's why I'm not gonna be going through it much. And then similarly, admin page, actions and all, dashboard, email verified, profile, and verify email. So ultimately, overall things are understandable. And that the main reason of not going through this code again, because I know it's been more than 15 days and I have gone through this code. But the best thing is that on this particular website, most of the things they have been described here the best way possible. So in future, if I just want to use them, I can come here, I can click on sign up. This is how sign up is done. Copy the code and just paste it there, and that's done. If you click on get started over here and basic uses, so we have sign up, sign in, server side authentication, sign in on, sign in with social provider, sign out, session, your client session, use session, get session, server side, use the plugins. We can even use the plugins and all, and for two-factor authentications and all. I will be using definitely these things in future, but understanding the overall things is more than enough for me, especially if I talk about right now. Then inside the database section, we are of course using PostgreSQL, and the code related to that is here. Simple. What you are doing, Betterauth, not even this here, Prisma I was using actually. So what you are doing, just simply giving it the database Prisma and the provider you are providing, and in my case that was PostgreSQL, and that's it. When it comes to integration, FastFi, plugins, and it is really a good one. I would love to know more about it in future, especially I want to directly now use it in one of the projects instead of just keep learning about it. It's better to use it in a project and then learn more about it. Overall, the basic knowledge I have, credentials, email and password, and using providers, I can just simply get the authentication then. And what else do we need? And there are more options like multi-factor authentication, okay, and pass keys, magic link, phone number, anonymous. There are many things. You can just simply go through them. But yeah, this is how things are gonna be done. Having said that, if you wanna update the information related to the user, so you can just simply click on this, and you are simply getting many things here like sign up, sign in, update username, and then minimum user length, max user length. You can just simply go through it, and things are gonna be done this way. Sign in with Ethereum. It actually provides you many things. Phone number, what does this do? Send OTP verification. The thing is that you can even send the OTP on the phone number, and this is how you can just simply get it done. And this will be great that you are actually able to select where the OTP should go, on the phone number or on the email, and this is how you can get the stuff done. Really good thing, but I will be exploring, not now but later in the future, because this is not the end, right? This is just the beginning, and whether I want or not, I will definitely encounter with Betterauth very soon, and that is why I just wanted to focus on most important things which are really extremely important right now, and just wanted to skip some of the extra things that kind of I already have the basic idea about, and whenever I need them I can just simply use them with the help of the documentation. So this next Betterauth projects remake 4 hours, let's skip this thing. So gonna be skipping it. Agents dot this GenAI thing I was going with, and as for this fast API, even some of the things are remaining. Interesting. Agents primary, let's forget about this agent related problem I had, but I have already figured it out, so I don't really need to worry about it. And then 3 hours, so here I will be learning about WebRTC, that will already take 3 hours. Then DevOps section, this will already take 3 hours too. And lastly I have this GenAI, it will take 3 hours too. There's one more thing I was learning about, next auth, I'd better say auth.js, and that is yet in the middle. Turns out, whether I want or not, I will have to add that. Interesting. it's not like I have to start it. I am already in the middle of this particular course, and let me even show that like exactly how much I've covered. Better auth related stuff done forever. I can do one thing. ls git status Ayla git status fatal bad object head, literally. Git status fatal not git response 0. No. Okay, fine. Stopping at file system boundary, get this cd better auth tutorial ls, and do I have this in my GitHub? Let me make sure that it is there, otherwise I will be just simply pushing it to the GitHub. Interesting. This validation thing is crazy, yeah. I mean, I do need to have validation, that's right. I need to have multi-factor authentication, and also that it's hard for others to just simply log in, but sometimes it gets simply hectic, but never mind. Here we are, and if I click on my repositories, better auth tutorial, I do have that, and I actually pushed it 3 weeks ago. But the interesting thing is that I have almost everything, so I don't really need to worry about it and all. And if I actually have this, so why am I getting this issue? ls ls al, I don't have it, right? Do I have? I do have it. So git status, what was this problem? Bad object head, sorry, head. Git logs log git branch main. So what is the problem? Quit it. Not getting the vision behind it. Let's do one thing. ls and lsa remove rf dot git ls git init master git branch m. Oh, I had to set this thing, sorry, just forgot. Git config global default name master main. This should be working fine. Git branch m, and that's gonna be main. Git status, interesting. Git remote add git remote what can I do? I think this was the command. What it is saying that fetch remote branches, import all tags associated this. I could have cloned that, but cloning is not something that's gonna be working here, so I have to push this code to that particular, so I should be adding it. How to add a remote origin in Git. Oh, remote add origin, this particular thing. Git a remote else, okay. Below will reinitialize, then below will create origin. If it doesn't exist, git remote or add origin and repo URL, and that's what I wanted if I'm not wrong. So let's try this thing out. and control gonna be fun. Why not? Control shift V, enter it, and get remote origin, get remote V, and yeah. One more thing, get pull. If you wish to set tracking information for this branch, you can do with this branch set upstream this. Okay, there's no upstream. Fine. Get pull origin main. Please move or remove before you merge. Aborting. That means there are differences, right? What I want to do, git push origin main, whatever I have inside. Oh yeah. Also I'm so bad at this, but okay, this is how we learn Git, right? I have to first of all git add everything. So git add everything, git commit m add everything. Okay, fine. Git config global user.email vipendrasinghl@gmail.com. Enter. Fine. Git conf. Is that right? Git config global user.email vipendrasinghl@gmail.com. Config global user.name. Just Vipendra should be fine here. Enter. And right now, if I try to commit it, fine, git status. So yeah, it doesn't mean if you know everything or not. If you are ready to learn that, fine. What else? Git log. Just log. Only one log is there. That's fine. Yeah, that's obvious. Quit it and git push origin main. I have to force it if I'm not wrong. Wants to sign in using GitHub. Allow it. Continue. Okay. Rejected. Knew it. It will happen. I believe because the type of your current branch is behind its remote counterpart. If you want to integrate the remote, first of all, I'll have to pull that. Then I'll have to push that. Obviously. Git pull, will it work, or I have to mention the origin main as well? I haven't set the upstream yet. Okay, never mind. You have a divergent branches and need to specify how to reconcile them. You can do so by running one of the following commands: git config pull rebase fail merge rebase fast forward only. You can replace git config with a git config global to set default preference. Okay, what I want to do, whatever I have in my code right now, I just simply want to push that forcefully. And in order to do that, how to push it? I think git push origin main forcefully. Please make sure that you have the correct access rights. Origin gin. This is how. And it turns out it did work. Okay, I just right now I'm gonna be having only one branch, I know, but that's what I actually wanted, right? So if I just simply reload the page right now, that's gonna be only one branch, add everything, and that's it, nothing else. But that's fine, right? Don't you think so? I just wanted to have my all code here, nothing else. This was the main goal, and that has been achieved. Come on. I hate it. Arey yaar, how many pages are there? Okay, fine. Let's click on the. I'm so bad at this. Never mind. Let's click on Better Auth tutorial, and I will just simply be copying the link from here, and I will be going through my notes to my notes. Here it is, and this Better Auth section. It must be inside software. Udemy. So many things are here. Geni, not Geni. I don't know. I kind of started learning many things and then left many things. This is my bad. But never mind. Authentication and authorization inside this particular section, I was learning about better auth. And when it comes to learning in this particular section, good thing is that I have already learned about better auth. That simply means I don't need to worry about it much. But before that, better auth code is gonna be here, fine. And just in here, I gonna have my link related to better auth, so that in future if I get stuck, I can come back here. This is the link of better auth website. I'm not gonna be having these things here. Initially when I was notes, what do I have this? auth.ts, auth.client, auth.js. Wow, Vipendra, how thoughtful you are. I actually kept everything inside this so that important bits I have. Not bad. Here I'm just simply caching the data as well, so that the server doesn't get created, session doesn't get created over and over if that is cached. Interesting, loved it. And notes is here, better auth code, this was from that side. Again, I can remove it because overall things are great, but I would like to have it in my notes still. And then beautiful themes, shared CNUI, npm.js, how to use Prisma ORM with Postgres with author React email. Good point to keep in mind. What is the good point to keep in mind? npm when you deploy. Yeah, really good. That's what I was talking about initially, that if you are actually deploying, forget about deploying. If you are using any kind of image, at that time you will have to set these protocols here. When using next auth or better auth, it doesn't matter which auth you are using. If you are using Next.js and you are getting the URL, image URL from the any provider, social provider, you will have to use this. Add this to the script please. Wow, amazing. These are some important bits that I have already kept in my mind. That's great. npm date function, here I have a prettier plugin Tailwind CSS. And next, this is amazing, yeah. We can just format the things directly using this particular plugin. So if you are using Prettier, it simply formats the your files, right? If you want to format the classes as well, at that time this plugin is going to be used over there, and this will do the job. Again, everything is already mentioned, don't need to worry about it. So this is great. And apart from this particular thing, file reader, this is how you read the file I did read the file in my project, and I read that using this. Definitely file reader dot what, I hope there's a better example. It's like you have to read the file. Once you have read the file, you have to convert it into 64 base format, and that's it. Then you have to just simply save that, or you can just simply save the file in any Cloudinary or any platform that provides. But the thing I'm looking for, that's not here. That simply means I can just simply go through my code and get to know more about it. But before that, progress, load, abort. Turns out things haven't been mentioned well here. File reader, this is the constructor that I have. This should do my job. So new file reader, and then I've got my reader, then reader.onload, it will just simply be reading that, and a reader read as text, and this should be the one. But before that, let me go through my code and get everything done well. Where did I read the file? The file was read in the profile section. So source, and inside source app, inside app main, inside main profile, inside profile email form, loading, logout, password form. No, not this one. It should be on the dashboard page, not dashboard page. This should be here, somewhere here. And profile form details, this should be the one if I'm not wrong. And over here, come on, here we are. Congratulations. So here we are actually reading the file. So handle come on, just a sec. Yeah, so handle change event, I'm simply getting the event over here. Once I got the event, change event, then file is gonna be event.target.files.0. So this is how I'm actually getting the file. Keep in mind I'm using React query over here, not React hook form. So if I actually go here, and this is the part of the image, right? Image related part. To accept, I have to accept the images. On change, I'm gonna be just simply getting the image event from here, and once I got the event, from the event I can actually get the file. So this is how things actually go on. So from the input you can just simply get the event. Once you got the event, you can just simply get the file. So event.target.files.0th index. Okay, then if the file does exist, then you have to read that particular file. So you got a reader. Once you got a reader.onLoad end. Once the load ends, at that time this particular thing will run, and I'm converting it to base 64 render result. This render dot result as string form set value, and this is from the React hook form, so don't worry about it. I'm just simply setting the value of the image as base 64, this base 64 that I actually got from here, and should dirty true, don't know what it does actually. And then read as data URL file, it simply reads that. Gonna be knowing more about it. Don't really, it's not like I don't understand, but I don't understand it fully. Tell me the flow here. Alrighty. Sure. Function purpose. This function is used to upload an image, convert it into base 64 string, and then store it inside your form state, probably React form. Absolutely. Flow explanation. Function triggers. Fine. Then input file on change handle change image. So whenever you select an image, this function runs. Get the selected file eTarget files. eTarget files contain all selected files. Wow. Okay. 0 means that first file, because usually you select only one. So it's like we can select many, but I'm just simply getting the one. So now file becomes something like a photo.jpg. Great to know that. Okay, what next? Check if file exists. Okay, fine. Then create file reader. A file reader is a browser API that reads a file, image, PDF, video, etc. So I'm just simply reading that, and after reading that, render set what happens after file is read. So first of all, I have read the file. File reader is a browser API that reads file, all these things. Once I have read that particular file, then what will happen? Set what happens after file is read. Right? Writing this much simply means that you have read the file. That is insane, because I'm not quite providing my file over here. So how is my file read? I have to just ask a counter question, but never mind. Set what happens after file is read. Render on load reader dot result as string form set value. I'm gonna be simply setting that value. This part runs after the file reading is completed. This part runs after file reading is completed. Reader result gives you the final output. It simply gives me the final output. Since you used read as data URL, result becomes base 64. Start reading the file. So reader, this is the real start point. It converts the image into base. Aha. So file is captured, file reader reads the image, file reader reads the image, image becomes base 64. Base 64 is which part of the code runs first? I think that one. First of all, this runs, and after that file checks, and after seriously, then this runs, then this runs, then this runs. This does not execute immediately. This only registers the callback function, stores it for later. Then this runs, important, after file is fully read later. Wow. Okay, got that. So that's what I was confused with. The thing is that it doesn't run synchronously, rather it just simply waits for the right one. So I can come back here. Where was I? Too many things, but here we are. and inside this particular section here I was. So what happens that first of all from the event I get my file can be any photo.jpg and all whatever the name of the file I had, and I'm getting it from the 0th index. That means I'm getting only one file. Once I've got the file, I'm just simply running this particular thing. So first of all I'm creating the reader. This reader will mainly be used for reading the file, and this is the reader.onload event that I have. This is just for kind of having that right now, because it will not run directly. This onload end event only gets triggered when this reader.read data URL file is read. So ultimately when you have actually read the file, at that time this onload end will be triggered, and then the image will be converted into base 64, and you will be just simply setting the values and all. So this runs first of all, then this gets kind of not rendered, this gets kind of added, but this particular event never gets triggered until unless this particular section runs. So once reader.read data read as data URL, this has been read, then this particular onload and event gets triggered, and then the job gets done. Alrighty, fine. What else? Better auth. Almost everything I've gone through. So when it comes to better auth right now, at least I have the idea related to the thing, so I'm not gonna be worried about them much. And when it comes to next auth, this particular section is, I mean Next.js, almost the basic things are done, and then I have to learn about next auth properly. I'm not good at it, definitely. I have to learn about clerk properly. I'm not even good at it well right now. These are the things that will be covered soon, but it's not like they are compulsory ones. When it comes to Next.js, most of the things I already know. As for these things, I can even just have a gap and then cover them later, because I know better auth, I know passport. Using them I can simply get the authentication done. Alrighty, so overall things are done. Database URM and all. Interesting. I don't even know why you are watching, but never mind. Too many mosquitoes are just flying around me. So this particular thing actually done. Let's simply close this too. And what is the next thing that's remaining? If I come back here, so I have to cover the DevOps section. That's fine. I have to go through this WebRTC on a daily basis. That's fine too. After WebRTC, I can just simply start working on the Zoom and all, and then WhatsApp clone. So the plan is already ready. So this is gonna be the primary one. The second one is gonna be the DevOps section that will actually start from tomorrow. Third one is gonna be Auth.js, and I'll be giving it just 2 hours per day. And same goes with this one. I don't really have lots of time for each, so 2 hours, 1 and 1 hour. Okay, so this auth.js, once this actually gets done, then I can actually continue with my Next.js related stuff. So 3 and 4. So overall planning is this, that on a daily basis I will be focusing on auth.js. So first of all, auth.js is gonna be the focus. Main focus is gonna be on this, and then later I can just simply go through the remaining course of Next.js. Oh yeah, done. Primary, and then later. I mean, this spelling is right. Okay, then let's continue from here on. And the next thing that I actually have to focus on this DevOps section. And should I continue with this today or tomorrow? Auth.js is remaining, and this GenAI section is remaining. Auth.js. Let's simply go through it. Gonna be going through it tomorrow onwards. I will actually start focusing on the DevOps section. It's been months having gone through it. It's time to just simply get started again. Okay, but it will just start from tomorrow onwards. Gonna be focusing on this particular section right now, and then let's see how it's gonna be going on. And one more thing, google.console or console.google.com, console.cloud, cloud.google.com. I had to pay 1,000 rupees on this particular platform to just simply get the credits. I thought I would get my money back. Getting my money back in the sense I will be able to get it refunded, but it never happened. So it's okay. for learning, it's fine. uh, Google Cloud Access blocked. Effective February 6th, Google Cloud has begun to enforce two-step verification, multi-factor authentication. So go to your security settings, turn on two-step verification. Thank you. Let's do it. Okay, password. It's actually a big one. I hope I will not make it wrong. Bad. Let's do it slowly. Password of this. Nope. See. I'm not so sure about my own typing, right? I hope this is right. Yeah. Turn on two-step verification. Let's do that. But what will I be selecting here? Phone number is this. Done. It is already on, right? Your account is protected with two-factor authentication. I will be even using this one. Set up authenticator app. I'm gonna be scanning this. Literally? What's wrong with my camera? Yeah, done. Alrighty, this got actually done too. Now I should be able to actually visit that, right? Reload the page. Google Cloud. Okay, here we are. Welcome back. And right now I have to go where? I have to just check the. This is not the right email. This one. Here I am. Then as for the credits, I wanna merely check them out. You are free to request a prepayment. This is not the email. So I had better go with this one. Don't blame me. I actually have many, and then I've done different kinds of things on those emails. So yeah, it just gets tricky sometimes. But okay. 3 credits out of this. But the thing is that these credits are gonna be just running out. So I will be using them as much as possible in further coming remaining days. But before I do that, I wanna check whether this billing related stuff got done or not. Even I have to just add some kind of authentication here too. Maybe I have to validate, authenticate myself. Google Cloud Service and administrator must verify. So I have to verify my account, never mind. Payment overview. I actually tried to refund from here, but it never worked. Don't know Google why it actually provided this option here if it doesn't work. Did it work or what? Your last payment was this, request a refund. Jen. The thing is that I actually tried to refund it, but it never worked. But never mind. And I don't really think it's gonna be even possible. So even if I try to request a refund, A refund is already in the progress, that means I can't really do anything, and God knows whether it's gonna even succeed or not. So never mind, I have my 1000k forever. I will be using them for learning purpose. Provide some information to continue. Could it be because of this region? Let's see. What you'll need to verify, you'll need to a mobile number, phone to verify it's really you, and an ID to verify it's really you. Okay, DigiLocker and all. You'll need to a document showing your name. Start verification. Okay, I will be getting the verification done later on, but definitely, what is the last date? To avoid losing access Google, you have to must validate yourself. Let me get it done. And for getting it done, I'm just simply gonna be ending this live right here. Mostly there's really nothing I have. I will be coming back and I will start learning the things about Auth.js and all. But before that, let me just verify this account. Don't really share. I mean, number is already shared in public. Don't really need to worry about it. But some other information. Let's simply verify this account, and after that, I'll be back and continue from here on. Until then, take care and see you.